Good afternoon and welcome to sunny South Carolina. My name is Phil. Some people call me Grill Phil. And today we're going to do a little work on a TEC Patio 2 grill that we have in the backyard. This is a 5-year-old grill. Okay, this is the world famous TEC infrared grill, and it's about a 5-year-old grill. It's a Patio 2 model. They've always kept it covered, and Dad gets work done on it about once every couple of years. So I couldn't really shoot the video and pull the cover off at the same time, but the Patio 2 was the staple of TEC's grilling line, and has been a big part of the TEC name for years and years. Many people have it. 3 knobs on the outside. You've got an igniter, the left burner, right burner, and the pilot knob. So you have a pilot knob, a burner knob, an igniter, and more gas. The reason you have so many knobs on the outside is that there's a gas knob for the pilot, and there's a gas knob for each burner. Now again, this is a 5-year-old grill, roughly 5 years old, so there are some evidence of use. My parents use this grill about twice a week. They clean it thoroughly about once every 6 months, and replace parts as needed. We just had new burners put on after about the 5th year of use, and everything just seems to be working fine. So to light the Patio 2, it's a simple operation. We simply turn the power on the pilot on to high and turn this middle knob. So again, the pilot's on high, the knob only twists one way to ignite, and that's all it takes. So the pilot's lit, and you can see just barely, perhaps, a few of the little flames coming out of the side. And what that's done, it's been strategically placed between the burners so that when you turn a burner on high, you can see it out here, the gas comes up and it catches right on. And that's the way a TEC is supposed to work. We'll take these grill plates and place them back over. And let's see if I can show you this burner firing up over here. So you see one is on and one is not. I come out, turn this on high, and it takes about that long for the gas to get through. Underneath of that ceramic plate, that infrared plate, is a burner box, and that burner box holds the gas, and it comes up evenly through the top of that ceramic plate. Now that ceramic plate, that infrared plate, is a development by the engineers at TEC. Specifically, Bill Best put together an infrared plate many years ago, and that's what infrared cooking came from, was a ceramic plate. Now again, this grill is 5 years old, so we're dealing with the older technology, but the technology remains the same. That plate gets red hot. I believe the cooking temperature on here is between 1400 and 1700 degrees at maximum heat. It's a very hot cooking surface, which allows you to cook quickly, more efficiently. A lot of good pluses on that. So we're going to cook salmon tonight. We're going to place it on a bed of aluminum foil. But before I begin, I'll show you a little cooking trick that I particularly enjoy here, especially with the TEC. I take a brush like this, just a regular scrubby brush, and I use a small dab of oil on there. And I rub that oil on the top. Not only does it clean the resident ash from the burn of cleaning, but it lubricates those runners so that the meat, whatever you're cooking, doesn't stick to the runners as well. And that's about it. And we are just about prepared for cooking. You can see the quick heat up time. You can see those burners are glowing red. And we'll be ready in just a few minutes with our food. Okay, it's Grillin Phil again, and what we've done is put together a little bit of salmon, and we keep that salmon in a soy sauce with lemon squeezed into it for about 12 or 15 minutes, just enough to get it right. Now what we've done actually is put it inside of a Ziploc bag and left it in there, and we've left it in there for a little bit longer than 15 minutes today, just because of the filming and everything. But actually, we're just having a lot of fun doing this, so we're enjoying ourselves. Now, you can see how red hot that is. You can see where the burners are ready to go. And of course, what we're going to do is drop this down face down first. We're going to sear the outside for a couple of minutes, then flip it over. So with the grill heated up and as warm as it can be, I reach in and grab a nice piece of salmon, nice thick piece. That's beautiful fish. And we'll take it in and place it on the grill. Now, one of the things that you'll hear over and over is do not mess with the food once it's on the grill, and I agree with that. You know, I generally try and leave it alone, just let it cook, and let it be. So, the fish is on. Oh, that smells good. Now, lid down for fish and chicken, lid up for beef, and we'll let that sit for a couple of minutes. Well, the delightful smell from that salmon on the grill with the lemon and soy sauce is just phenomenal. It really wakes up the neighbors. The TEC grill does a good job of smoking as the lid is closed. You can see a great deal of the heat rising and the smoke rising from there, and it's just baking fantastically. So we've let that cook in there for a couple of minutes, and what we'll do is we'll take a look at it. And we don't want the outside to burn too much, so hang on just a minute. So one of the unique tricks that I like to do is I like to take a little cooking spray and spray my utensils so that I don't have much of a problem with the meat, whatever it is, stick to the spatula or perhaps the tong. We try and keep those tongs nice and lubricated out there too. So let's give it a shot and see what we've got. We'll take our spatula and just lift up the edge a little bit. You can see how that fish just lifts right off of that grill. Isn't that great? So we make sure it's done pretty well on one side, and we make sure it lifts up without an issue. And let's see if we can turn that over in one shot. Just like that. Beautiful. Just like that. And just like that. No fish stuck on the grill. Everything beautiful. Okay, so you can see that when I pull the fish off the grill, it comes together pretty much all in one piece. Nice looking fillets and cooked throughout. And of course, it didn't take very long. Now, one of the greatest things about the TEC grill and the way I love to clean this thing is I turn it up on high. And with just a couple of minutes on high, generally 5 minutes, it burns off everything on the grill plate. So we close the lid. Now occasionally I will scrape it with a wire brush. You can see the wires on there. So you can knock that stuff loose. You can see how these runners collect the debris. And part of the collection of the debris is that it collects the juices from the meat. And as the juices from the meat sit in the runners on the heat, it steams up and cooks the meat from the steam. Really nice thing. So infrared cooking makes for a big difference in cooking. You're not really cooking over an open flame. Of course, you might see a few flames when articles drop down, especially when I'm cleaning. But you're not really cooking over an open flame, which is a very nice addition to infrared cooking. Now also, you can see that when juices hit the runners, see how the steam comes up? Just a little bit of juice makes for a great deal of steam, and it steams the meat as it cooks. Just a great way to do it. Now the TEC grill that my folks have, the Patio II, cleans up really well. We use a little bit of stainless steel spray. It picks up all that debris on the cooking surfaces and external surfaces. And it just generally wipes down, hoses off, and of course we cover it up, put it away, and then that's it for the day. Thanks for joining me on the TEC Patio II cooking excursion. And again, this is a 5-year-old grill, and it works just like a champ. I love this grill, and my dad's real happy with it. He's had it from the beginning, and he just can't get enough of it. They use it about twice a week, and really appreciate the durability and good looks in their backyard. Thank you. See you again.
Who is it going to?
So as you can see, this is cooked thoroughly throughout, a little crusty on the outside, nice and medium inside, with a great flavor, good
Moist
char
and
grilled
flaky.
flour, moist and flaky. Thanks, Mom. And you can see that that just falls apart. Tender and tasty. All right, it's dinner time.